Vortex face-off in 3 minutes or less. Let's go. I'm just going to start off by saying that I enjoy both of these figures for very different reasons. Combiner Wars has some real nostalgia for me, and Age of the Primes is just really good. Aesthetics-wise, these guys feel like they're going for two different things. Age of the Primes is pulling a more modern reimagining with toy-accurate colors. Age of the Primes is more toon-accurate overall. But I do gotta say, I like the more slender and aggressive proportions of Combiner Wars. But Age of the Primes' dark gunmetal gray is just really hard to ignore. Cable placement is pretty much on par with each other. It doesn't really get in the way, but it can be a bit floppy sometimes. Posing is very much night and day here. I mean, there has been a good 10-year difference between these figures. 10 years? It's been 10 years since Combiner Wars? Oh my gosh, I'm getting so old. Combiner Wars does have less points of articulation, but his overall design still lends him to be very dynamic in most poses. But the inclusion of ankle tilts, smoother joints, and more range on those joints really gives the edge over to Age of the Primes Vortex. The accessories included with these figures are also things I like for different reasons. Combiner Wars Vortex's gun is definitely one of my favorites in the collection. And I know they're not technically accessories, but I am loving the molded rockets on the arms. Gives a real imaginative touch to the weapons he can use. Age of the Primes Vortex's included gun is a bit plain, but still pretty good. And I do like the inclusion of the two smaller guns that can be mounted on the arms. Though because they aren't painted bright yellow, they do feel a bit lost in the arm kibble. Transformations are remarkably similar, but I do like how Age of the Primes uses the arms to form the rear half of the helicopter rather than just slapping it all on his back. And I like the weapon integration on Age of the Primes a lot more. But, like Robot Mode, these guys feel like they're trying to accomplish two different aesthetics. Combiner Wars is once again a very modern helicopter, while Age of the Primes looks like he flew missions in Vietnam. I do also have to give credit to Combiner Wars for feeling a little bit more complete in the back half of the helicopter. Though he is a lot lower to the ground than Age of the Primes, so it's less noticeable. Also, Age of the Primes' rudders spin beautifully and don't have the risk of getting bent and warped over time. All in all, both of these figures are very enjoyable in their own right. Don't really know how I can work a point scale into this, but let me know down in the comments who's your favorite Vortex, and let's call this comparison complete.